guys, it's Glenn from Glenn'sCarCollection.com, and today we're reviewing the BMW 330i xDrive. So this is the base version of the new 3 Series. So is it worth it, or should you step up to the M340? That's what we'll answer in this video. Remember, if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. If you're already a subscriber, hit the notification bell. Like and share this video so our channel can grow. And as always, leave a positive comment below. All right, so this is where BMWs belong, in the turns. What I love about BMWs compared to its competition is they seem to handle the best. The bad part is when you have a great handling sedan, you always get stuck behind, and this is a Mazda, zoom, zoom. You always get behind these really, really slow drivers, which is very unfortunate because the 3 Series, I think, handles better than the A4 or the C-Class. All right, so let me give you some specs on the car. Now, this only has a 2-liter 4-cylinder. So back in the day, the 3.0 was a straight 6. But this is actually a 2-liter 4-cylinder, like a lot of the competition has nowadays, producing 255 horsepower, but more importantly, 295 foot-pounds of torque. And you really feel the difference. So kind of off the line, pulling away from a stoplight, I almost feel like I'm driving my M340i xDrive, because with that extra torque, it really pulls off the line. Now, obviously, here we have a red line of 6,000. As we pull to higher RPMs, we don't have the power my car has. But for everyday situations, this car has a lot of pulling power. Now, it's a heavier car. It's 3,700 pounds. This car has xDrive, which is all-wheel drive. It's also available in rear drive, but unless you order it here in the Northeast, in northern New Jersey, I've only seen 340s and 330s with xDrive. Now, all the 340s have the M package standard, which gives you, the M appearance and stiffer suspension. It's optional in the 330, and this car doesn't have it. So the 330, since it's just a loaner car, you could get that M Sport package, which will give you, I don't believe it gives you any more horsepower, but it gives you the bits, so it looks like an M340, and it gives you the appearance package, and it gives you, a stiffer suspension, a couple other goodies. That package is available for a little over $5,000 and probably worth it, in my opinion. Or you step up to the M340, and then that's included, and you get the bigger 6-cylinder turbocharged engine. Now, driving it every day, it definitely, since it doesn't have the M package, it definitely has a smoother ride than my car has. So for every day, this will be, and of course this car leases a lot better. So my car, I got the middle pandemic $595 a month with $5,000 out of pocket. That includes sales tax and any of the motor vehicle fees. I know I see leases for $700, $800, even $900 a month for the M340 now, because they're so scarce. This car leases it much better. I probably could have got this for about $400 a month during the pandemic. I, of course, had to have the extra power, so I paid the extra money. But I'm telling you, if you really want the M340 and it's out of your budget, don't fret. I think you will do really well for this car. So let's house. I'm a real estate broker. That's why I said that, even though I do commercial. And every time I say that, you're supposed to drink. All right, so now let's see if we have the power. The handling is definitely a little softer. It's definitely a little less sharper. All right, so let's accelerate. So accelerating on the highway, we still have a really good 0 to 60 time. Wow. So this car is still a really quick car. We got to the speed limit really fast there. So you have a ton of passing power. So what I love about this turbocharged engine, well, a couple things I love about it. One is you have a ton of torque. So in passing situations, merging on the highway, passing people around town, even a 2-lane road, if you had to go out of pass, you have a ton of power to do that. When you're not on the gas and not in the turbos, you get fantastic miles per gallon. This is getting 22, 23 just going around town. You could definitely get in the 30s on the highway. Even with my M340i xDrive, I can easily get 30 on the highway if I'm, got the cruise control set or on my light throttle. So this could get even more. I bet you, I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't get 35 miles to the gallon. It's very hard to tell the difference between these two cars. So the grill's the biggest difference. You see how the grill looks on my M340 compared to the 330. So 90% of the cars that you see on the road are 330s, not 340s. But again, like I said, if it's out of your budget right now, you do not need the M340. M340 could get really expensive. My car was about $67,000 with options because I wanted the Portimao blue, I wanted the leather interior, I wanted the stereo. This is a very base car because it's a loaner car, and I believe it starts in the mid 40s, which is a heck of a deal. Even with options, you can probably option this up to 50. You don't need the M Sport package unless you feel that you do, and you'll have a phenomenal driving car. Highway ride is really, really good. Now the brakes aren't as big as the M340, so you're not doing track days with this. But if you just want a regular commuting car, back seat is big. Remember, these cars are like bigger than the E39 M5, so you have plenty of room in the back seat. Your passengers will be very comfortable. It's got great air conditioning. With the xDrive, it's phenomenal in the snow. They come stock with all-season tires. If you like to drive fast, even with the 4-cylinder, it's still a good car to do it. It's an engine that once you get into the turbos, you have plenty of power. You have all the blind spot safety here, the cruise control, so all the comfort you want. You can get a base interior, the nice leather interior. You can upgrade the stereo, so a lot of really cool features here. One thing these cars don't have, and obviously my car doesn't have it either, is the cooled seats. I do miss that in a daily driver, but hey, we used to always drive cars that didn't have cooled seats, so we don't really need it, right? All right, so I'm going to drive this car a little more and then give you my final thoughts on the BMW 330. All right, so I've been driving around in the 330i xDrive for a while now, and let me give you my final thoughts on the car. While the lane keeping assist is very annoying, now this is a very low option car and we have a heads-up display. So the heads-up display is cool. I have it in my car and I love it. The first car I ever had that had a heads-up display, that obviously I bought used, it was old, was a 2002 Corvette Z06, a C5 version. And since then I've been wondering, why doesn't every car have a heads-up display, especially a performance version? All right, so let's do some accelerating here with our 4-cylinder, see if we have enough power to merge into traffic. Yep, and plenty of power to do it. We can exceed the speed limit, no problem. You could speed in this car, you could speed in an M3, whatever you want. So if you really want an M3 or M4, you don't like the nose, here's a great way to get into this car. If you can afford the M340i xDrive, obviously that's another level as far as performance goes and looks goes, but do you need it? No. If you're just going to commute or take the kids around or do stuff like that, I think you would be very, very happy in this car. You got a sharp looking BMW. Your neighbors or friends don't know the difference between this and an M340i xDrive. I think we'll see a lot of fake M badges on this car because it is such a good car. And that is my review. I think if you could afford this car, I would take this car over the other ones in its segment, and I think you can lease these cars for a real good price. BMW leases about 50% of their cars, so they tend to have much better lease rates. When I was shopping around for my M340i xDrive, I compared it to the Mercedes C43, and my car was about $200 a month cheaper, even when they were both heavily discounted during the shutdown. All right, guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.